baseball as Arizona goes up against the Atlanta Braves. 2K Sports presents MLB 2K11.
Turner Field in downtown Atlanta, the home of the Braves, is our site for this game. The threat that a consistent hitter provides. How do you shut down a Dan Uggla? We'll see if they can do it today. Thank you for joining us Thursday night, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. The starting pitcher today will be the veteran Derek Lowe. As he gets into this Arizona lineup, Steve, what do you look for strategy?
Well, Derek Lowe in his career has proven himself to be a great competitor and a big game pitcher. One of the best sinker balls in the game. He throws it at the knees, sinks it down and out of the zone, getting the hitters to pound it down into the dirt.
Now we'll take a look at the lineup for the D-backs. Scouting pitch on. Who are we looking at today?
Well, a guy that you can build your team around. If you start with the catcher position, Miguel Montero is a guy that can do a lot of things. He's a good catcher. He can hit a little bit. What he needs to do, though, is cut down on his strikeouts, show a little more plate discipline, and if he does, he can be one of the more complete catchers in all of baseball.
Leading off the ball game is Stephen Drew. And Lowe's pitch. That's not going to be in there.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
The 1-0 pitch towards the middle. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. Let's take a quick look at the Braves and how they line up on the field with their defense. Highlights, John, from these fielders.
Well, for a corner outfielder, Jason Hayward has everything you ask for in a player. The size, the speed, the unbelievable throwing arm, and he has an innate ability to go to the wall and make plays that most young players are afraid to make.
Justin Upton at the plate. 5 lifetime hits, 11 ABs off Derek Lowe. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Upton lays off for a strike.
How good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
And Upton looks at that one for a ball to even up the count. Cuts on that fastball, can't make contact. 1-2. And Upton looks at that one for a ball to even up the count. Slider called third, strikeout number 1.
Now this slider has outstanding late movement. Hitter couldn't even pull the trigger on it.
And it's Kelly Johnson up with one away.
Well, 2010 home runs were down in baseball, but not for Kelly Johnson. 26 big home runs. Maybe the trade to get him out of Atlanta was exactly what he needed to fulfill his offensive promise.
Johnson will foul that away. Well, for Kelly Johnson, can the home run barrage continue? He never had more than 16 with the Braves in 4 years. Last year, 26.
Yeah, I don't know if it can continue. I mean, I didn't certainly see this coming or expect it. He did have 79 walks as well. And a lot of times, as a hitter's walks increase, so do the home runs. Maybe that's the explanation.
And there's a grounder to Jones. And it's through. Credit Johnson, single. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. A perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind. Next time around, we'll see whether or not he changes up on how he throws to this guy. And Chris Young to bat. Hitting .250 lifetime against the Braves. Young makes contact, fouled off. Here's the 0-1 from Lowe. And Young watches that one go by. Count is even.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Just off the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
This is one you hope doesn't come back to backfire. This walk here is going to load the bases.
See, I think it's good strategy. You've got to get the runner so you get the force out at any base and the potential for the double play opportunity. You know, Derek Lowe's got that sinker ball, Gary. He's in a jam right now. Let's see if he goes to it.
And you can see he's trying to keep his composure out there, dealing with this bases loaded situation, and one away.
That's a tough situation. He can't walk a batter, but he also can't be too aggressive, throwing it over the heart of the plate, give up a home run. Tough work ahead.
First pitch, way out of the zone, ball one. Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0.
Well, this doesn't look good right here. I mean, you're looking out at this pitcher. You can tell he's definitely rattled. He can't find the zone. This could be dangerous.
The pitch. Swinging a liner to left. And it falls as Drew comes to the plate to score. And Johnson also scoring. And he's aboard. And got there with a 2-run single. Those 2 RBIs, boy, that makes a difference. We can see just how much on this WPA chart.
They need to get an out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
RBI chance, and Melvin Mora gets it. Well, this offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
Well, they've staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Gary, they're taking advantage of some early pitching mistakes. You have to do that because you never know if those mistakes are going to happen later in the game. Take advantage of the opportunities.
Swung on line to right center field. And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. And Young's home.
Well, that's 3 consecutive hits he's given up. He can't be out of gas yet. He just has to bear down and get somebody out. They don't want to go to the bullpen this early in the game.
Miranda's going to be looking for a knock here. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
Well, they jumped out of the gate here early, Gary. A lead like this can change your whole approach to the game, both with your pitchers and your hitters.
Runners at first and third, one away. And Lowe misses outside, taken for a ball. And I guess these guys look like they brought the lumber with them today.
And that lumber is working, no question about it, as their offense is propping up their starting pitcher.
Here's the 1-0. Slider is low, 2-0.
Well, up over 20 pitches now here in the first inning. Not the way you want to start the game, because it ultimately hurts you in this inning, but it's going to hurt you later as well. You're going to be out early.
The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. McLouth will field. Roams over, puts it away. Here comes the runner for the plate. The run scores.
Quality, solid at bat right there. This is what you want to do. With a runner on, find a way to get him in, even if you hit into an out.
Runner on first, 2 away. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. And Lowe's pitch is too low. Taken for a ball.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
Hit in the air to left center. And there's Prado for the 3rd out. Well, that's the kind of first inning you want. Big early runs. The Diamondbacks lead 4-0. Joe Saunders is going to be pitching. He'll be the starter for Arizona. And Steve, as he faces these Atlanta hitters, what's he looking at?
Well, Joe Saunders, a quality left-handed pitcher who's had some success in his career. Can get lefties and righties out with his assortment of pitches. He throws that fastball up in the zone, then throws the curveball off of that. He also has a cutter and changeup to be effective.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it's going to be Young. And he gets over and grabs it with the left. Take a look here at the lineup for the Braves. And John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, when you're talking about great young players, you have to throw Jason Hayward into the conversation. This is a guy that can do a lot of things on a baseball field, but this big 6'5", 250-pound frame. Guy can do a lot, though. He can run, he can hit. He's a great defender, fearless when it comes to the wall. And once he can figure out a way to be consistent at the major league level, he is going to be a star for years to come.
And now we'll get to watch in the batter's box Hayward.
I'll tell you what, Bobby Cox left a final impact on this Braves team. I'll tell you what, his final year last season, they played for him and got him to the playoffs.
Saunders with the delivery. That's on the outside corner for a strike. It was quite the story at the end of the year for Bobby Cox and the Braves. I mean, he was in games managing where he didn't know if it was going to be his last one or not.
And they did it on the strength of the pitching. They had a lot of injuries late. Man, had some defensive miscues as well in the playoffs. But his team showed they really respected their manager in Bobby Cox.
One pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
And lets that one alone. Jason Hayward shows a lot of patience, evens the count.
Gary, he's aggressive on the 2-2 count, so if he's going to go down, he's going down swinging. Let's see if the pitcher can hit his spot.
Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2.
Well, hitters know those two-seam fastballs down and away turn into ground ball out, so they lay off of it, but with 2 strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
Lays off that one, misses, ball 4.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at-bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
Here's how we'll see the D-backs lined up on defense. John, scouting anyone here?
Yeah, keep your eye on Chris Young, a guy that can do a lot of things in the outfield. Great range, great throwing arm, sometimes a little bit inaccurate, but he's working on all these things, and that's why he's going to become one of the better players in baseball.
And it's a called strike to Jones. Oh, 0-1 offering. Saunders.
1-1.
And Chipper Jones looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. Line towards second. And Johnson picks it up.
What a tremendous catch right there. I mean, what a great effort getting to that ball, making that catch.
There's one on, and here's Dan Uggla. 270 lifetime batting average against the D-backs. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
Saunders with the delivery. Good eye by Dan Uggla. He lays off that one to even the count.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
You got the hitter down in a hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him the slider.
He swings and nails a liner, and that puts Uggla on first. Hayward trying for third. And maybe he wanted to waste that pitch. It just didn't get far enough away or up high.
Well, it was still caught a little too much of the plate, and the batter took advantage of it. Good focus at the plate.
2 runners for Brian McCann. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. He's hit .284 lifetime against the D-backs. The 1-0 now. And that's off the plate, away, ball 2. Here's a swing, line drive down the left field line. Goodbye, a 3-run homer. Big 3-run homer. Now they're only 1 run behind. That is a big hit with a big outcome. The WPA graph shows you just how big it was. Two out, space is empty. That catches the outer part of the plate for a strike.
Base runners, that's what you need. You get people on, get them over, get them in, and start to peck away at this lead. And they did it in bunches a little bit right here, picking up 3 so far.
He deals. Here's a swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-2.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target, setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
On the way. Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2.
Well, a 2-seam fastball down on the way, trying to get the hitter to roll his hands over to get the ground ball. He just laid off, though.
The 1-2 on its way. Gonzalez grounds it. Picked up by Johnson. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They made him throw 23 pitches to exit that inning. That's a workout. The Braves would like another inning like this or better. They've made some progress. It's going to be Saunders. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Lowe. 0-1.
Well, a great pitch right there. Threw him that slider, hit her just out in front of it. Swung early, came up empty.
Pitch on the way. 0-1. Good hard cutter in for a called strike.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Taps this one foul to the right. Tried to get him to follow the sinker, but it's 1-2. The pitch. Slider, that's taken. Strike 3, one away.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
Well, you'll see this one headed for the outside corner of the plate, and I think the batter might have gotten fooled looking for something else because that was definitely a hittable pitch.
And you get a note like that, he's going to head back thinking about that and not wanting another at-bat to end that way. And Stephen Drew to bat.
Well, you build your team around the top of your order and the shortstop position, and Stephen Drew has done both of those things for his team. Another strong season in 2010. I don't see why 2011 should be any different.
Slider just misses, 1-0. Well, you know, with Stephen Drew, John, there's nothing that really jumps out if you look at the numbers, except for the fact you've got a quality, everyday Major League Baseball player.
And that's right, guys. And he does a little bit of everything. He's a real professional guy, and he does everything well. Nothing great, but everything well. You like to have a few of those guys on your team.
Chance here with 2 down for Justin Upton. The career batting average for him, .242 against the Braves. Here's the pitch to Upton. And low, misses outside, taken for a ball.
And when he can keep that thing down and away, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Strike 1. One pitch. Cutter misses, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. And now Upton has the 3-1 count. And the sinker falls in there. 3-2 now.
Some guys look for the walk on the 3-2 count. Some look for the base hit. This guy's going to be up there swinging.
Payoff pitch coming. Fouled off. And Upton fights off another.
Well, you would obviously think that the more pitches a pitcher throws, the better chance you have of getting a hit. And right there, he kept himself alive by fouling off that 3-2 pitch low in the zone. This is a great battle.
Well, that half inning came to a close. A strikeout ended it. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. D-backs 4, Atlanta 3. We got the bottom 3 in the lineup due up. And here's Nate McLough leading it off. Line shot into center field, and that's going to be a base hit for McLeod. That's going to bring up Freddie Freeman.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs, and you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
No one out and a runner on first. Low for ball 1.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Oh, McCloug's going to steal. And he is safe, just beating that throw. Swung on and hit. Upton. That's one away. McClough going towards third. That tag, and he is out at third.
But Gary, we talk a lot about how important defense is to a team's success. That's living proof right there.
And you keep this one in mind because it's an inning offensively that didn't happen.
Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
2 outs and nobody on. Saunders with the delivery. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. Upton to field this one. And that's out number 3. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest you around. And it'll be the D-backs. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. And out on the mound, we've got Scott Linebrink. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, Scott Linebrink was one of the best middle relievers in all of baseball for the last couple years, but 2009 was a tough year for him. But let's see with his stuff if he can turn this thing around starting right now.
Swing and a line drive. And Gonzalez takes care of that one. One away.
A good shortstop puts himself in position to make the plays. Right there, he didn't have to move at all as that ball was hit directly at him.
And here's Chris Young. 1 for 4 lifetime against Linebrink. Nobody on base, one away. Foul ball! Young makes contact, fouled off. Oh, 1 offering from Linebrink. Young fouls off another one. And McCann calls for the pitch. And Chris Young swings right through that one. That's strike 3.
They go to the out pitch right here, the splitter. It's what they do with 2 strikes to put him away. He did put him away.
And we've got Montero batting. He had a 2-run single in his last appearance. Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the first pitch. Ball. First pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0. For his career, he's 1 for 1 up Scott Linebrink. One 1-0 on the way. Changeup just off the black. Falls behind, 2-0.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Here's the 2-0. Swing and a liner to right center. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. So Melvin Mora will come up now.
Oh, I love being able to get hits with 2 outs. Even if there's no one on base and you don't drive in any runs. What it does is, though, it prolongs the inning and it makes the opposing pitcher work harder and can possibly get him out of the game earlier.
Montero's at first base. And the first pitch. Boy, that one is stung up the middle. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs on a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. D-backs 4, Atlanta 3. Top of the lineup coming up. Leadoff hitter Martin Prado. And J.J. Putz gets ready to throw. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. And Prado lays off that low pitch. At the belt, puts, kicks, and throws. And it's taken outside by Prado for a ball.
Well, this is awful right here. He's falling behind this hitter 3-0. Let's see if he can come back to get him.
Lost him, ball 4. Potential tying run is on.
Off the plate outside, he's missed on 4 straight. He's got to bring it back in the zone.
That'll bring up Jason Hayward.
Oh, Gary, that walk right there is the tying run in this game. That's not how you want to make the opposition do it. Make them earn it.
A runner on first, no outs. At the belt, puts, kicks, and throws. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Stevie knows he's really got to pitch now. He's put himself in a situation where he's really brought pressure on himself.
These are the type of innings you get really big on you right here. It's about damage control. I know you put the tying run on, but you've got to bear down right here.
Splitter just off the black. Falls behind, 2-0.
Gary, this guy has such a great splitter, and that's what the hitters are going to have to look for.
Now the 2-0 pitch. And that's a ball. Now Hayward, will they give him the green light?
What makes him so effective with that splitter I was talking about, Gary, is he'll throw the fastball at the knees, then throw the splitter in the same spot, and the ball just bottoms out and goes to the ankles.
Missed with that. And now the possible winning run is on.
He didn't give him anything to hit at all. Free pass on 4 pitches.
So Chipper Jones is now going to get a shot at it.
Gary, you don't want to do this in this kind of a situation and put a walk on base with a guy who's the go-ahead run in the game. That's a mistake.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. And the pitch to Jones. Puts, fools him on that one. And what he's done here in this situation with the walk coming where it did, Steve, is really give the offense a lot of options.
As a pitcher, you can't try to miss bats. Go at them, throw strikes, make them put it in play, let the defense work.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Jones now maybe to go the other way.
But you got to be a little more patient and wait for that thing to get in the hitting zone before you try to swing. Way too early on that one.
Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chipper Jones. That's strike 3.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed.
Here's Dan Uggla. He looks to bring that runner home.
Well, the most underrated player in baseball, Dan Uggla's established himself as one of the best second basemen in baseball with the power that he has. He led the Marlins in home runs and RBIs in 2010.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Swing, hit. This one's to Upton. 2 retired here. Prado's heading for third. There's the throw. And safe at second. No problem.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
Runner on second is Hayward. Prado at third. Here's the pitch to McCann. He takes that one, puts Azim 0-1.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
And here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ball hit high and deep to right center. Going back. This one comes off the wall. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's a wrap.
Well, the hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary, as they win this one in the final inning, getting it done in an unbelievable game.
And now let's get a recap of an outstanding individual performance. He's our player of the game, Brian McCann. He stepped up and took care of business.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.